Okay.
Oh, should I just start?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were going to tell me to. Okay. Is AI taking over classrooms? Artificial intelligence has grown to be widely used by the population. According to Forbes, AI has grown to become the fastest adopted technology in history. Artificial intelligence has surpassed human abilities in many ways by providing a more accurate, efficient, and even a higher quality of work. As college students, we are constantly looking for ways to shorten our workload. AI has proven to be a staple for many. According to ACT.org, 46% of students surveyed reported that they use AI tools. AI has been proved to have many benefits, but is artificial intelligence ethical in a classroom setting? Within the discussion, we will be providing you with the best outlook on artificial intelligence.
Now, the press is taken to talking extensively about AI and the companies that specialize in it. Here are just a few headlines taken from snippets, ranging from the Washington Post to the New York Times and to the Wall Street Journal. But when we look at this Google trend chart, we can see that the search for AI, specifically on Google, has spiked, most recently in April of 2022, carrying to and maintaining sustained interest over time. Just looking at the numbers before, it wasn't really until April that we begin to see a major spike in public searches, indicating that public discourse has certainly increased around this time. Now, we have a few companies to thank for that, but one of the biggest ones that has dominated the debate surrounding the issue has been OpenAI, specifically one of their famous, or rather infamous, products known as ChatGPT. Now, AI has been incorporated in various aspects of our lives, ranging from our cell phones with Apple's Siri or Google's Assistant to speech transcription applications like Otter AI. And it only looks like AI usage is going to continue on an upwards trend. But while we begin to enter areas of conflict and where it really starts, aside from the issues of job automation and job insecurity, takes us to academics. Now, ChatGPT has been in the news constantly due to academia having a difficult time and limiting its usage in homework, assignments, and assessments. And here I put an example for a sample philosophy assignment that I had of last year, where the assignment was simply writing a discussion post. Now, the more that the AI bot was prompted, the more useful this software was in completing the assignment. Now, as we can see, this kind of technology has the capacity to worry instructors over fears of plagiarism and academic misconduct. With that being said, today we will be having an open dialogue discussing the following question: should AI be allowed for college assignments? Now, we're going to give time for each of our speakers to articulate the decisions, after which we're going to ask them a couple follow-ups. And at the end, we'll come to our conclusions surrounding the debate. Now, to start us off, I'm going to turn the mic over to Joan.
So I will be discussing the pros of using ChatGPT and OpenAI in a classroom setting. So the first one is that ChatGPT and AI aids in understanding unfamiliar concepts. So for example, let's say one of your professors goes too fast in a subject, assigns you homework, you really don't have any idea what to do. ChatGPT, for example, can help you out with your homework if you have trouble understanding what's going on in class. Another example would be if your teacher has, like, let's say, an accent or trouble speaking fluently and clearly. It's hard to receive notes and understand what the teacher is saying. ChatGPT can help you decipher topics further into depth and allow the student to have a greater understanding on a subject. The next point I'll be going over starts with a quote from an article called Artificial Intelligence, Technologies in Education, the Benefits, Challenges, and Strategies of Implementation in a Classroom. The quote says, personalized learning is the sixth example of AI applications in the education sector. In general, it refers to a variety of educational programs in which the pace of learning and the instructional approach are customized and eventually optimized for the needs of the learner. In particular, the content is tailored to the learning preferences and specific interests of a student. So what this source is saying is that OpenAI adapts and learns to the best way a student can learn. It can adjust to a student's learning patterns and help benefit the student with memorization and application to their own benefits. The third point I'll be going over is my personal experience using AI. I've used AI to help with essays, homework assignments, math problems, etc. I see why teachers don't like AI. It's pretty obvious and view it as cheating. For me, though, like let's say I'm having trouble fully grasping a topic to write for an essay. I can simply type the discussion question into a generated AI. It'll give me a generated AI response, and it'll come up with a fully detailed answer. I'll then use this response as a reference rather than fully copying and pasting, because that's plagiarism. I would never copy and paste an answer directly from an AI source. Although AI is an incredibly informative source of information that provides students with innovative responses, it's pretty easy to take advantage of this source and flip AI into a negative, though.
With that, we'll now be hearing from the con.
So I will be discussing the cons of using AI in classroom setting. So firstly, we're going to talk about academic integrity. Allowing the use of AI in assignments raises serious concerns in this regard. If students depend too heavily on AI tools, they risk missing out on the essence of learning, which is understanding the material. Education should be more than just completing assignments. It's about comprehension and academic growth. Relying too much on AI can risk the authenticity of academic achievements and can also put students at risk of plagiarism. Moreover, students should recognize the limitation of AI tools. While AI tools are helpful with research and analysis, like Jonah said, it is important to recognize their limitations. AI-generated information can contain inaccuracies or distortions, including fabricated sources or failure to acknowledge authors for their work. Relying solely on AI may hinder rather than improve students' comprehension of a subject. Students should be careful when using AI for assignments, verifying the accuracy of any data obtained from AI tools, including citations. Additionally, it is crucial to understand that AI tools may focus more on existing databases that they are trained on. Lastly, there are some concerns about creativity. While AI can excel in tasks like data analysis and information retrieval, it falls short when it comes to replicating human creativity and innovative thinking. Assignments that encourage students to think critically and express their unique perspectives may suffer if AI becomes the primary tool. It's important to leave space for creativity and originality in education.
All right. And with that, I'm going to ask your first discussion question. This question goes to you, Jonah, and I'm going to give V a chance to add on that. Question is as follows. How do we balance the desire to embrace AI with the desire to maintain academic integrity? Jonah, you first.
So I've thought about this question a lot, and it brings me back to high school. We used to have Chromebooks in high school where the Board of Education in our school actually limited a lot of the websites that we could visit and a lot of different sources that we could have used on a Chrome, or maybe you weren't using a Chromebook on like an Apple Pro. So I think if there was a way for schools to limit what we can and can't say on a generative AI like ChatGPT, it'll be easier to maintain a balance of academic integrity in the classroom.
V, would you like to follow up on that?
So I do believe that AI can help students learn faster and be more productive, but we need to make sure that it doesn't affect authentic academic work. Academic integrity is very important in education, and if we let AI do all the work for students, they won't learn to think for themselves.
All right. On to our second question. V, I'm going to ask this to you. I'm going to give Jonah a chance to respond. Now, while AI in the present does face certain limitations, it's a given that over time this tech will continue to evolve. Given that, the question is as follows. Do you believe AI usage in a classroom setting serves to the detriment of learning?
Yes, I do believe that AI usage in a classroom setting can detrimentally impact learning. While AI may offer assistance in certain tasks, over-reliance on AI can negatively affect the students' critical thinking abilities.
Okay. Jonah, would you like to respond?
So I agree, like the overusage of AI can definitely affect the students' learning abilities, but using it as a reference, like I said, like I do, like personally, I sometimes use it as a reference. I don't think that's a bad thing, and I don't think it'll fully be really a detriment of learning for any student in college.
All right. Now, I'm going to ask follow-up question to both of you. I'm going to start with you, Jonah. Do you believe that we should limit the expansion of AI in areas outside of academics? Why or why not?
Um, I believe that it's pretty easy to take advantage of things like ChatGPT and generative AI sources because it's a student's responsibility, especially in college, it's very self-independent. So if a student overuses ChatGPT, like yeah, like they're not really learning anything. But if a student is simply using it as a reference, then I believe that we should use it in academic settings. That being said, um, like yeah, like using a generative AI source like copied and paste is plagiarism. We've learned that since sixth grade, but I wouldn't say it's something you should copy and paste, but using it as a reference is it's just not a big deal.
Now, V, this question goes to you. For my second follow-up, how can you properly distinguish between ethical AI usage and cheating?
So, in my opinion, I think that ethical AI use means using AI to help with learning, like doing research or analyzing data. Like Jonah said, if you have like a professor or teacher have different teaching style, AI could be very helpful. Um, but if you do it while following the rules of academic honesty, cheating means that breaking those rules by using AI to make work without understanding or giving credit. So like copy and paste.
Great. And with that, we come to our conclusion.
To conclude, artificial intelligence has proven to be extremely beneficial for many different parties. By providing students with extraordinary benefits, it has helped many students with their coursework. But when overused, artificial intelligence can negatively impact a student's learning ability. While artificial intelligence has both pros and cons, we remind you that artificial intelligence is not 100% accurate, so be wary when using it. And we advise you to take precautions when using artificial intelligence and follow your school's academic integrity protocols.
And right. And that brings us to our end of our presentation. Thank you all very much.